Hey guys, welcome in. I don't have any bins near me, Ohio, so I can't even entertain that notion. Thank God. I don't have to worry about that. Is Requiem still going? Did you guys see Requiem for Roses is trying for like 24 hours straight? She's up to 829 products sold. I don't know if that's her boyfriend or husband or just somebody else. They both look pretty tired. Oh, he's yawning. That hurts. I can't even begin to. Last night was bad enough. All right. I ate. I I warmed up my Thanksgiving dinner, and I had some potato chips, and I don't remember anything after that. Well, I woke up at 1 and then went to bed. So welcome in. If there's anybody here that's looking for cassettes, I'm going to do sealed ones today because I had a really long bunch of shows yesterday, and it's easier if I do these because I haven't been sorting these. I've just been keeping them basically in stacks of sealed ones. So that's what I'm going to do is more sealed ones today. I will be having a vinyl show this evening. I think it's 7 o'clock. If you check my other items, and it's going to be kind of the same type of thing. I'm going to be pulling out LPs from boxes, and I don't know what they are, and probably putting them up on a record shelf 4 at a time and letting people choose. They all should be very good plus or better condition. And then what doesn't sell, I'm going to sort a little bit into genres and throw out the Henry Mancinis and the easy listening and classical crap that I think would be impossible to sell on here. So that'll be at 7 o'clock. And Bishy, the super mod there, who I didn't mod in, thanks Bishy for helping yesterday. She was there for all 12 plus hours of my ephemera show, I think. Unless she made Mini Bish do it for a while. But she's going to do a show before that. I'm not sure what she's selling. She does a lot of crafting stuff and thrifting stuff. But give her a follow. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Same deal as the other days, although there's coupons today in the show notes. I think I'm gonna scrap the whole coupon thing and just go with the rewards thing because the coupons, you have to put them in every single show, and I'm lazy and it takes a lot of time, and then about 5% of the people use them and everybody else ignores them. So I think I'm just gonna make the rewards program a little bit better when it re-ups next week. So I'm going to do choice. You can just tell me 1, 2, 3, or 4, and I'll just swap them out. And 15 seconds. and that is running. John Wesley Harding, the very best of heavy metal from Europe, Tom Harrell, and Hand in Hand, Songs of Parenthood. So, are you guys going shopping today in any way? Ohio said she's not going to the bins. Is anybody going shopping? Butterfly didn't make it back last night, so she may end up at Walmart or somewhere. That one's kind of dusty, but we have Mickey Howard, Half Pint, Watch Me Grow, Cell, Slow Blow, and Rodney Crowell's Soul Searching. It was only 12, and I finished and slept. Requiem for Roses is going on 24. That's, if you haven't checked her show out, it's getting amusing if you're a sadist that likes to see people suffer. Her and I'm not sure who the guy is. I don't know if it's a boyfriend or if it's a different seller or what he is. But I flashed to their screen a little bit ago, and they were he was yawning, and he looked like he was suffering. She looked pretty bright-eyed, but she might have slept for a while. I don't know. Got a couple Azimuth there. Spectrum and Rapid Transit. Louis Armstrong, Mac the Knife. Mark Allman, Tenement Symphony. Just pull up a screen here, and in case one of them passes out. It's called Sell the Shed Marathon. Oh, they're taking a rest from selling right now. Bishy is a machine, either that or she's an insomniac. Scream of Consciousness, Austin Underground, American Dreams, some sort of compilation, Autograph, Harlem Rockin' Blues. Yeah, that's running. And Requiem's Requiem's goal was to make it till 10 a.m. So I don't know. It looks like they're going to take a nap or something now. You gotta just sit down in a comfy chair and sleep and have the camera on them and let people buy stuff from their buy now. Oh, they don't have much in their buy now. So here we have John Wesley Harding, Austin Throwdown Records, some sort of compilation, Texas bands, King George Plays and Hustlers, and Concan Syntonic or something. Keldo. And that's running. Hey, there's people out there that are making a living off of sleeping on OnlyFans and having people pay to watch. I in my Google newsfeed, I always get these stories for some reason. That's Kaiser and Kuryokin, Popular Science, Kings of the Dance Hall, Marva Hicks, and Arab or Rabe or something. You're the one. Those are running. But they passive income stories. And a lot of them are like, this woman makes $10,000 in passive income on Etsy. And it's like, that's not passive income. Oh, you bring the pain into it, Vintage View, and that's where the money's at. They pay good money for S&M stuff. Kill for Thrills, Commercial Suicide. Another one of those dance things that we just had that nobody bid on. Kinks, You Really Got Me. Kingsman, Louie Louie. Hawkshaw Hawkins. What did I miss? Notice Josh didn't what? Oh, I'm reading. No wonder I'm reading comments on their show. Dementia, a very short attention span. It's my only excuse, Kristen. Dorothy Moore, the Dirty Dozen Jazz Band. Oh, Bishy, I should have given you a trigger warning. That's a scary face. I don't know if that's a clown or what's going on there. Dennis Brown, Light My Fire. And The Mission. Grains of Sand. No, I don't have enough pencils. I don't know what happened to them. I had like this box of like 5,000 of them. It was like a banana box full. Probably get tired of moving them around. And I can't get my music to play. It's playing on my laptop in the other room. Is it going to play now? I think so. Keith Levine, Violent Opposition. A little bit cracked in the case there. Southside Johnny. Yeah, I'll find you a pencil if you buy $500 worth of cassettes. Brutal Juice, Mutilation Makes Identification Difficult. Featuring Nationwide and the Vaginals. I've never had the pleasure of listening to them. Lord Kitchener. And that's right. Play Dayseeker. What's Dayseeker? Oh, I got a bid. Thank you, Skaboom. Hey, good morning. All right, are you fucking with me or what? What's Dayseeker? Is it a song or a band? All right, that's Dayseeker. Butterfly. Are you going shopping today? Clint Black. Whatever that is. Hamiette Bluette. Nally Cola. And this is Bullet La Volta. The gun didn't know I was loaded. And we'll put up Sarah Brown saying what I'm thinking. Hey, Dawn. You told me already on the chat? Or? Oh, dear. See, I can't even remember what Butterfly says. Second Thanksgiving. Sorry, Butterfly. I'm sure you did tell me. Any chance I have Metallica? Oh, thanks for the tip, Ohio. I forget what is the ginkgo biloba. I remember. I'll put it towards some ginkgo biloba. So Nona Hendrix, the Englishman soundtrack, Defenestration, Dolly Does Windows, and the Flying Burrito Brothers. All sealed, your choice. I have Metallica somewhere, but so are they gonna play? Is that Dayseeker too? I just typed in Dayseeker and it looks like it's gonna play all Dayseeker. So that's what we're listening to today. Why have I never heard of them? That's a Flying Burrito Brothers. I just had one of those. Victor Roque. Dimitri Waking Hours. Dimitri Waking Hours. Grease soundtrack. Dawn, I'm not playing Hanson. Band of Susans. Dawn, we were talking about it, I think, before you come in. Did you see Requiem for Roses was going 24 hours? I think they were going to take a break, Dawn. They look pretty sleepy. So we have a Glue Leg Heroic Doses, that Exotica, and Bleached Black. whatever that is. These are all sealed. And that's got a saw mark, but it's a double tape set. Neil Young and Crazy Horse Weld. And that's running. I hope they had some good sales. They've sold I think around 850 things the last time I looked. Butterfly Due Back to Sleep. Luther Hughes in Cahoots, Perfect Partners, Jim Messina, Jesus Christ Superstar, and City of Joy soundtrack. And those are running. I should play audiobooks. Then I'd be really distracted trying to figure out what was going on. $869. Does anybody know who the guy is? Is he another seller or just a friend or boyfriend, husband? I saw a lot of people teaming up yesterday with co-hosts. Big Tattoo, Famous German Marches, Green Card soundtrack, Wire, It's Beginning to and Back Again, and Winter Cat, The Struggle. Looks like an oddball. And that's running. So, Dawn, did you say you were going shopping or not? Walmart's probably already open. You guys are missing your chance to be throwing elbows. How do you thumbs up stuff on? I don't know how to use Spotify. I ask everybody when you're here, Kristen. I've got to mention you're deaf. So great moments of gospel music. Virus, Force Recon, Gerardo, and Virus Lunacy. You click the plus sign. Okay. Liking if not, thumbs up on there. Thank you, Skaboom. Which one would you like? 2. And we'll add a tangerine drain to it and rerun. It's running. Thank you, Skaboom. I assume you want 3. Thank you. Do you hardcore cassette buyers joke around with each other when like you're the only one in the show and the other ones miss out on stuff like that. You harass them. Like, nah, look what I got. Who came first? I think that's Pete Townsend, isn't it? Yeah. Grease soundtrack. David Grisman, Dog 90. And the Big Soul Band. These guys sound like, oh, I've got dementia. Can't remember who I was thinking of. That band from Ohio. Who's that band from Ohio that dresses up like aliens? Ohio. It sounds just like this, or sounds a lot like this. Irma Thomas. Wall of Voodoo. Conway Twitty. It's gonna bug me now. And the Treacherous 3 Old School Flavor. Star Set. Thank God I figured that out. I think they're from Ohio. If they're not from Ohio, they're right from the edge of Pennsylvania. Yeah, Star Set. Eddie Rabbit. Volcano Sun. All Night Lotus Party. I Love Scottish Marches. And another Victor Rope. On Star Set. if you didn't mean Star, yeah. Yeah, I like them. They're a good band. Ike and Tina Turner, George Thorogood. Too Much. It's like the soundtrack. And In the Evening, Joe Turner. Those are running. Learning this. Bishy, does Mr. Bishy have to work today? Is that going to make it better? I would think working at a cell phone store on Black Friday would not be a treat. Tommy original cast recording, various artists around midnight. Looks like jazz. 2 for 1. 2 Ritual Tension albums for one money on one cassette. And John Williams meets the Saxophone Masters. And that's running. The pumpkin cheesecake makes it all better. I had my little slice of pumpkin roll for my takeout dinner last night. It was pretty good. It's 7 o'clock already. Time's just flying by. Your husband still works. I figured you were both retired. You like it that way, probably, though, huh? Trespass soundtrack, another Delamitri with a cracked case, Flying Burrito Brothers, and Keith Levine. And that's running. My dad apparently semi-retired, and I haven't asked him how that's going, having him around all the time. 50 years of him not being there all day long or whatever, and then all of a sudden he's there all the time. Not sure how that's going to work out for them. They might get annoyed with each other. If they killed his back, I assume he wasn't selling the phones and he was probably servicing crap. The Private Music of Tangerine Dream, Tchaikovsky, bunch of orchestras, Canyon Dreams, Tangerine Dream, and another glue egg. Climbing poles. You're urban enough that they don't have Amish there, right, Dawn? Amish. And look at Bishy's restraint, not making a smart-ass comment about you saying climbing poles. Nancy Griffith, Jimmy Witherspoon, Irma Thomas, and Mary Chapin Carpenter shooting straight in the dark. A lot of the people around here not focusing good today at all. You have Amish Marcus. A lot of the people around here, when they retire, they turn into Amish taxi drivers. Horse London, Tito Rodriguez, something in Spanish, Steve James, and the Connells, Weird Food and Devastation. And those are running. Well, it's good he found something that he likes doing, I guess. Buffalo Tom, Let Me Come Over. The Fall. Wonderful and Frightening World of the Fall. New Riders, The Purple Sage. This is New Riders without the Purple Sage. And The Best of Eddie Raven. And those are running. Dear, did you go back to sleep? think she said, "Screw it. If you're not going to listen to me when I talk, I'm going to leave and go back to sleep." So, Butterfly, I didn't remember. Are you going shopping? Ice cold July. There will come a day. The church, Spirit of America, the Oblivion Seekers, and the Wipers Silver Sail. Oh, I should have remembered that. Today, the country will be divided wherever you live. The malls will be full, and depending where you live, the people that are going to go there are going to be like, wow, look at what a great economy Biden built back. Or, depending on where you live, they'll be saying, look at the great economy that's thriving because Trump got elected. I don't know how you can have a preemptive economy, but Doomwatch, Symphony of Decadence, The Connells, Boylan Heights, Fat Beach. We got lots of Fat Beach. I'm gonna put that one up there. I got a pile of these over here. Johnny Otis and Prime Cuts. If somebody wants a whole bunch of Fat Beach ones, you let me know. I can hook you up with a bunch. You can give them for gag gifts for Christmas. Thank you, Skaboom. I assume you want Doomwatch. Thank you. Dawn Sears. Ohio Players. Beet Farmers. And it's another pitch shifter. And that's running. Skaboom, I didn't notice when I mailed your stuff to you. I assume you're a he, but whether you're a he or a she, did you ever have a mullet? I think everybody here but Dawn said they had a mullet at one time. And Dawn said she was not going to get one now. That's Dwight Schrute. No mullet. I asked that in the show last night, and I was surprised about how many people said they had them. I was more surprised about how many people admitted having them. Amy Grant, Heart in Motion. Oh, Beet Farmers. Oh, I get it. Doyle Bramhall or something. And I just have him in this church. What's that? Slick Lily Rituals. Yeah, that's running. Backtrack Blues Band, Killing Time. Cohen Bias. And I Love the Mekons. And the Chieftains, Celtic Harp. And that is running. I'm gonna after today, or sometime today, I think I'm gonna text the little birdie and tell them when he gets his shipments from today's sales to send me pictures of what he got. I think there's gonna be some pretty good deals snagged with everybody selling. She's probably sleeping. John Lee Hooker, Prophet Recycled, Holy Barbarians or something. I don't know what that is. Holy Barbarians. Place of Hope. And that's running. Hey, T-Sum. You got shows scheduled? Not for a week. Tommy Boy Beats, Volume 3. Hey, Welcoming Historian. DJ Bass Mix. Lisa and Cult Jam. And Dread Zone 360. And that's running. How do you get them there, Bishy? That's the problem on here. They don't allow links. Fear they might be missing out on something. It's like if these sites would just allow links and allow the people to advertise other stuff, I think it would benefit them in the end. Roy Cape All Stars, Angst Chromoly, and Chicago 8. Dusty. And that's running. Yeah, I don't know, Bishy. I forgot to check and see the captions on the. Did anybody other than Mr. Bishy and I think there was one other person I saw flash up caption that photo? I need a fabulous prize. Holy crap! It snowed a bunch out. It's butterfly's trying to sleep. You didn't look out the window yet, did you, butterfly? Wool, bug spawn, desert scapes, some sort of relaxation music, revolting cocks, linger thick and good, and Kim Wilson, That's Life. Well, that's his hair. Goes dust. That's running. Thank you, Skaboom. Which one would you like? Number 4. Thank you. Highway 101, The New Frontier, Mel Lewis and the Jazz Orchestra, Ground Zero, Future of the Funk EP, and we have Sailboat Voyage. And that's running. Welcome in, Snoog Smile. Doing choice of sealed cassettes this morning. Good morning, Biblioteca. Roxette. Favorites from the Crash, Bam Boom, or Boom Bang. 42nd Street Cast Recording, Clifton Davis. Oh, you don't want me picking. Rat Machine. Who's the 4-way tie? Don't tag them, just say it in there. Or abbreviate them. They're not here anyway, but I don't want you to tag them and know that we're talking about them. Is it my one of them? It's admin it before times got shop if you desperately need it, but I mean I don't know them probably. There were a lot of people on that list that I had never seen. Telling Stories from the Sea, Afropia. I think that's the Red Crayola. Into the Woods. Now that's a cast recording, and that's the best of Ella Fitzgerald. And that's running. I don't know how you're going to hide it. There was so much that was slipping through yesterday. Oh. Well, that didn't hide it, did it? Is it? Oh, so when you see that little box around it, that's hidden. That's my secret messages. Ah, I don't know, Bishy. I don't think I. Two of those have been decent customers. One of them has been a real good customer at times. And I don't know how they create. I've never seen two of them. The two I don't know, I've never seen them create anything. So, Joey Gilmore, even Cowgirls Get the Blues soundtrack, 42310s, and Roaring Lion. Well, I would say I'll message you later with something. Are any of them nominated for other categories? Bishy is in the crafting category for you guys. If there's anybody here who doesn't know what I'm talking about, and she's doing the Naughty Awards, like whatnot. Get it? And she's having an award show where people are voting for the best crafting people on whatnot. Eric Gable, Process of Elimination. Stan Getz, Ghastly Grooves, looks like a Halloween one. And some Gypsy Rumba. And those are running. Hey, Super Kelsey. Good morning. Somehow I got grouped in with Bishy's craft group, and I got nominated for best packaging or something. Yeah, there's a few codes in the notes today. I think I'm going to be just done with coupons and go with the rewards program here next week. Too much of a pain in the butt putting coupons in every single show, especially when you have multiple shows a day. And I like to complain. Oh, I got best ephemera too. Well, that's certainly not true. Tiny Grimes, Gibson Miller Band, Eddie Grant live at Notting Hill, and The Last Seduction soundtrack. And that is running. Was best mod a category? I have to mention, remember, I did vote. LA Fiesta must be some sort of Latin compilation. Grumpier Old Men soundtrack. There's another Sailboat Voyage, in case you missed it the first time. And The Real McCoy. All sealed your choice, and that's running. Who's currently winning the best mod? I have never seen her mod. No Mercy soundtrack. Grand Hotel cast recording. Thomas whatever Ganung, Childhood Promise, and Alex, I don't know how to pronounce this crap. I think that's some sort of reggae. And that's running. Good morning, Susu. Yeah, I've been actively telling people not to vote for me. Oh no. What happens if you win? There's not a ceremony or anything, is there? The Grim, Face of Betrayal, Paul Glass, Mickey Gilly. I couldn't have used a better picture. And Juan Gabriel, some sort of Spanish language. Hey, Boston fan, got a crown. Thanks for buying something or watching long enough, or however you got your crown. Oh, there's prizes. Maybe I should be telling people to vote for me if there's cash. Thank you, T. Some. You want to make you gilly, don't you? You can just tell me 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, scrimmage number 1. I just go clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a French release. I don't know what that is. Do you know what it is, or you just like the cover and thought it looked interesting? Welcome in, guys. There's one choice of sealed cassettes today. Pinkish rock. Punkish rock. Excuse me. Thanks, Bishy. Gotham Series House Party. Marcia Griffith Carousel. Green Eyes High Blood Pressure. And Juliana Hatfield. All still sealed, your choice. Those are running. Vince Gill Christmas, Let There Be Peace on Earth. Guys and Dolls cast album, Ricky Van Shelton, and another Ricky Van Shelton. And that's running. Now I blurred it up. Oh, Scary Clown Warning Bishy. The Goats, Tricks of the Shade. Jerry Vale. Strike Up the Band. Gershwin Brothers. And The Last Supper soundtrack. And those are running. Thanks for the bid. Keep it underground. Welcome in, Andy. We're doing choice of cassettes. Thank you. Keep. Which one would you like? And thank you. Keep it underground. Where did I put it? Yeah. So we had the Green Eyes, High Blood Pressure, Nils Lofgren, the Yardbirds, and Jeffrey Gaines. And those are running. Make sure you guys check out Super Kelsey Show. forget what time it's on. Sometime this afternoon, I believe. Thank you. Just over 60 or 61, something like something, or 60, right around 60. It was over 60, but I don't know, somewhere around 60. Godflesh, Merciless, Macy Gray, The Id, Kathy Lee Gifford. Oh, I see a bidding war coming. We got Kathy Lee Gifford up there. Sample Slayer. Enter the meat market. And that's right. Your choice, all still sealed. I don't know what the most I ever had. That was probably the most fishy, but I was just thankful with selling 600 things or whatever it was that it was that low. Thank you, T-Sum. And I was really happy that some of those people that bought the bigger items had bought other stuff. God. Hey, Pendejo. Are you requesting something? What's that? God, is that in the pre-listed stuff? Tommy Boy, Greatest Beats, Volume 2. Go to Blazes, whatever that is. Another Celtic minstrel that nobody's going to want. It's fishy. Tin Machine Live. And John Lee Hooker. Those are running. Oh, Bishy, you should have explained that whole grayed out box to me before. The dotted box. I didn't know that was. I saw those last night and I didn't know what that was. Thank you, Pendejo. Chicago 8. Sue Foley, Without a Warning. Oh, what is that? Livonia. His name is alive. And this is the Burning Blue Soul. It wouldn't have been so bad, Bishop, but some of the stuff was going so low that it was just like, ugh. Thank you, Kelsey. Those Valentines were insane. I have seen people selling Valentines in different categories, including the ephemera categories, like Valentines from like the 80s. and they'll like do choice of 4 of them or something. And I've seen people paying $5 and $6 per Valentine. And those Valentines were like 140 years old, 100 to 140 years old, and they were selling for $2 and $3. Killdozer, uncompromising war on art under the dictatorship of the proletariat. A tackle finder. Jaluka, whatever that title is. One. Ground Zero. And Living Color in a red case. Stain. Yeah, it's just choice, Andy. You can tell me 1, 2, 3, or 4. If it gets multiple bids, I'll rerun them. I'll add one and rerun it. Thank you, Pendejo. Takes the Killdozer. Bishy, I've had 2 years of practice on here to try to get my voice to not show the pain. I'm adding Milton Nascimento, or whatever his name is, to it and running it again, but I think everybody wanted the Killdozer. Could you hear it on the $2 post-mortem postcard? That hurt. It's like, what the hell? I mean, I do this for a living, and whether Whatnot's here or not, I'm going to sell shit online. But this is a platform, and like, when you list stuff 2 weeks ahead of time, it should be out there on the open webs where people can search for this stuff. And when you've got 5 or 6 post-mortem photos and you get like 3 bids on them combined, that just blew my mind. And I did, Bishy. I literally sold one that morning right before the show. Oh, there's 2 John Hurt, Mississippi John Hurts there, Alani Johnston and a Cassandra. It was like 5 minutes before I went live. I got the notification and I sold one for 120 some bucks. Yeah, a lot of that stuff that I sold yesterday in that ephemeris sale. Thank you, Pendejo. That was a lot of that stuff was from that show that the 2 shows were one of the ephemeramas, or the Paper Palooza is one of those big ones, the one that's a big one that's every month or whatever. And Annie's postcard show. I spent a ton of money on those postcards and paper to get really good stuff for those. And then I did those 2 trains and sold absolutely nothing. And it's okay, Bishy. I bet it was like after that, it was like, I'm not doing trains. I'll do your trains, but since you retired, I don't have to worry about that anymore. ET Hot. Doing cassettes. Mike Douglas, you don't have to be Irish. Firehouse, Hold Your Fire. Loudness, Soldier of Fortune. And Esham, Bootleg from the Lost Vault, Volume 1. That's running. That one's a good one. I gotta make some room on my shelf here. Thank you, Super Kelsey. And I'm fairly certain that's what everybody wanted, but I'll add Bounty Killer, My Experience, to that and run them again since it had bids. Read what Dawn said. Oh, I feel bad for her. Thank you, Kelsey. Well, I'm glad she sold a lot of stuff. Requiem for Roses, if you missed it earlier, was doing a 24-hour sale. And her and, I don't know, some guy that was with her boyfriend, husband, friend, I don't know, some guy, I don't know who he was. They were both looking like they were pretty wore out. And they hadn't quite made it 24 hours yet. Aversion, The Ugly Truth. The Babe soundtrack. And The House of Love. And Charles Earland. And those are running. Thank you, Skaboom. Takes the aversion. Oh, yeah? Which one was he? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Is the drummer? Number 2. Is he still in any band? I don't. I doubt aversion's still a thing, is it? I'm getting to be 20 or 30 years old at this point, some of these tapes. Oh, sorry. At least he was a high school friend, and it wasn't your significant other or something. I upset people all the time. Fried Green Tomatoes soundtrack, Excessive Force, Conquer Your World, Fifth Angel, Time Will Tell, Ben Sidran. And that's running. Where are you from, Pendejo? I think you said yesterday I shipped your stuff and didn't notice. I don't remember. Thank you, Skaboom. That's another reason I don't want to be on camera, but that's another reason I'm not going to be on camera. When I say things like that are, and I get the face palm, you'd have to see that constantly. The Hired Man soundtrack, En Vogue, Runway Love, Zuzu's Petals When No One's Looking, and Delight, Infinity Within. Upstate New York. And that is running. Yeah, it's bad enough when you can hear the pain in the seller's voice. You don't need to see it on their face. Thank you, Pendejo. And you guys, if you just joined me today, I put some coupons in the show notes. I'm probably going to stop doing the coupons because I'm lazy and it's kind of cumbersome. Next week, there's going to be a new rewards program, so I'm gonna tweak my rewards a little bit based on the knowledge that I'm going to be selling a bunch of these cassettes and stuff, and have a little bit different rewards program and just use those. Heat Miser, Coppin Speeder. If there was a way you could click all the shows and add coupons to them for a week or something, would be one thing. But to add those half dozen coupons to every show, you got to click like 30 times just for every show. Back, click, 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 just to add them. It's ridiculous. Heat Miser, Coppin Speeder, Kenny Drew Jr., the Dolphins, Malayan Breeze, and Hitchcock's Masters of Mayhem, San Diego Symphony Pops. I don't think a lot of these people that come up with this stuff for these tech companies, I don't think they actually ever use this stuff and see what a pain in the ass it is to use some of this stuff. Thank you, Pendejo. Number 1. Hey, Fresh Vinyl, good morning. The Music of Madonna, Who's That Girl? Roy Orbison, All Time Greatest Hits. Soft Machine, As If. And Material Issue, Freak City Soundtrack. And that's running. Thank you, Pendejo. Number 4. Thank you. I'm usually right. Although that when somebody picked Fiddler on the Roof the other day, I was that threw me. They got me on that one. Uh, Los Hijos de Puerto Rico. Bruce Hornsby in the Range, Joan Armatrading, and Lucy Brown. I do have some stuff in the buy now. I've been trying to add a few every day. I'll be adding more this coming week. I'll be adding a lot, and feel free to make offers on the buy it now stuff during my shows. Thank you, Pendejo. The the show time is the during the shows is the time to uh, make the offers so you can get the combined shipping. I was wrong on that one. Did you like how I just walked away from that fight last night, Bishy? John Hyatt, Lard, The Power of Lard, Dirty Dozen Brass Band, and Bruce Hornsby, Scenes from the South Side. Yeah, in the chat. Like, I'm not even going to try to follow that and referee. Thank you, Pendejo. Number 2 takes the lard, and I'm gonna add another one, run it again, although I think that's what you wanted. Mark Isham, We Begin. So those are running. Yeah. I had a girl fight break out in my chat last night. I was selling ephemera, and I showed a postcard, and somebody asked what the date was on it. And I said, it's not dated. And they said it was new in the chat. I said, I don't think it's new. I'm pretty sure it's not new. It looks like it's antique to me. It was an early 1900s Santa. It should have been a pretty valuable card. Well, I ended up running the card, and the lady that said it was new bid it up and won. And the lady that had pre-bids on it was livid that she thought this lady was trying to get the price down and keep people from bidding. And I don't know, for a good 5 minutes they were going back and forth in the chat, and I just walked away and stopped looking at the chat. But it was a girl fight in the chat. Last Action Hero soundtrack, Richie Havens, Katie Lang, and Carolyn Hester. I assume they settled down. I just like, I'm not dealing with this. I have heard of similar things happening, or similar fights with both of them from other people. I'm like, I'm not getting in the middle of it. I'm not taking sides. I don't care. Thank you, Kelsey. So I just told everybody from that point on that I was actually counterfeiting all these antique postcards in my basement. So since that had multiple bids, I'm going to add Itchy Fingers Quark or Venture. I don't know what that is. There's a whole bunch of words all over it. Itchy Fingers Quark. It must be jazz. I'm glad she didn't keep. Thank you, Pendejo. Which one would you like? I'm glad she didn't keep it up about how much I was selling because I didn't want to tell everybody because it was sad. I've heard stories, and I figured it wasn't. Uh, I didn't want to referee. The Curtis Piegler 4, Jean Michael Jara, however you pronounce it, Elmore James, 2 Elmore James on the bottom, and those are running. I can't remember what it was exactly you said. Censored person. But I've heard, yeah, I've heard. I imagine which one it was, but Patty Page favorites: Roaring Lion, Holly Dunn, and Nancy Enslin wedding songs. And that's running. Apparently, in some of the categories, there's all sorts of drama that goes on between the sellers and buyers, and I just kind of stay out of it. I haven't had too much. And I think in 2 years, I think I've only ever banned one person from my shows. I had a mod ban somebody for saying I was racist. I think Sue banned somebody. I was selling something with a black person on it. Oh, I just had one of those. Had one of those too. But I think I've only ever banned one person myself. Mike Oldfield. Rock and Roll Show Volume 2. Welcome in, treasure finders. Jerry's Kids Kill Kill Kill. And Enrique Iglesias, whatever that is, some sort of Spanish word. And that's running. What is for? Jerry's Kids Kill Kill Kill. The only person I banned was somebody that was coming in and talking about people eating children for their adrenochrome, and they wouldn't stop. Thank you, Pendejo. You can have a lively discussion about chemtrails, or you can mention that you believe that there are Hollywood stars like Tom Hanks that are slurping children's blood through a straw. But when you don't shut up about it, I'm not going to have my chat filled with that. Oh, yeah, I know. And it's so sad because I don't know how old you are, but I mean, I've been around enough. And it's like you thought it was going to be an enlightened age, that everybody was going to have access to all this information. And it's just, most people just have access to shit that they see. Delta Blues, music of Charlie Patton, The Intruders, Helen Humes, and Delight World Click. And that is running. Thank you, Ken. Robert Johnson, Love in Vain. Doc Severinsen and the Tonight Show Band. Claviles and Cole. I don't know how you pronounce that either. And Jaluka Universal Man. That's running. Dawn, are you still here? I love it when sellers do that. Dawn, are you still here? Willie Dixon. Do you listen to David Packman? Dead Flyboy self-titled debut. This is exciting new La Playa sound. You'll have to look them up on YouTube. Onslaught in Search of Sanity. I had him on last night. He does a podcast every day, and I fell asleep. I turned it on when I laid down when I finally went to bed, and he was talking about the internet, and he had this piece on there that I fell asleep during, that they had these videos of people of like on YouTube of how to multiply like 0.8 times 0.12 or something, and they had who's watching these instructional videos. Thank you, T-Sum. And he said, this was on YouTube. He said the comments were insane. He said there were people arguing about a multiplication problem and what the answer was. And it was like, it's an objective, empirical thing. And apparently there was a huge argument. And he was showing people how you did it. And he said he couldn't understand who the audience was targeted at, because it's something that people should learn in like 4th grade, how to multiply. And he assumed that being it was YouTube, that it was people that was 13 or over, and they were arguing, and like they couldn't come to a consensus on whether the guy was actually right or not. And he was showing them how you did it. Criminal activity. My experience, The Bounty Killer, Rory Erickson and David Lee Roth. Oh, I know. And Penn, I used to love to go on the B board. And if you don't know what the B board is, and if you've never been there, you might want to Google it before you go there, but it's a board on 4chan. I used to enjoy that. You know, you go on there and they would do raids, and they would fuck with people, and it was all good-hearted fun. But then after the QAnon thing, it was like, I can't do this anymore. I mean, I was just there for fun. Thank you. Pandeo. And it seemed like for the most part, the people that were kind of anonymous aligned or whatever were, they'd go after some companies or something or somebody, but I don't think there was any real vile intentions or anything. But then the QAnon stuff, I watched that stuff unfold. I added Veronica and gonna run it again. And anybody that watched that happen on 4chan, I mean, you could just watch it unfold. And they were just back and forth, all these different people posting stuff. And then all of a sudden people started believing it. And they actually believed there was a Q. Thank you, Bendigo. And I've just insulted everyone that's a QAnon believer now, of my few viewers. But I remember when that happened. What was that, 2016, 2015 or something? Because I would check that every day just to see what was happening. Because you can get good news off of the B board, actually, because they're they were talking about COVID hitting in December of 2019. Like, they knew it was happening. We had one of those too. Heatwave soundtrack, Jim Chappelle, Bandas versus Grupos, and Holly Dunn. And that's running. And the thing about Epstein is, see, here's my take, and this will piss a lot of people off. I'm not agreeing with Epstein. I'm not siding with him, and I'm not condoning what he did. But those were not children. I mean, they were children. They were underage. But those girls were old. Most of them, I think, all of them were old enough to make their own choices. And I mean, you shouldn't be taking advantage of underage people. And as horrible as it is, there's a lot of focus on that, where I think the people that are molesting small children and infants are much worse than that. But I don't understand why they have his logs. They've released them. Well, trafficking, that, I mean, those girls made a choice. They were underage. They technically weren't legally allowed to make those choices, but they could make a better informed choice than a 5-year-old can, is what I'm saying. But they have the logs, and like, they know who was there, and I don't understand it. And the only one that went to prison so far is his girlfriend, I believe. They Might Be Giants, Miscellaneous T, 38 Special, Linear, and Reba McEntire. Those are running. Oh, I agree. And they were, and I don't think a lot of them knew what they were going to be getting into when they got there. I think some of them did, though, because I think some of them were recruited and thought, hey, this is a good way to make some cash. Thank you, Super Kelsey. I just don't understand how they can have grand juries and investigations and everything, and like, they released all the flight logs, and people were still acting like they should release them, and it's going to out a bunch of people, but they've already released them. They're public. They're in the public domain. Everybody can look them up. Which makes me think some of it is a little bit exaggerated, because it's like, surely they would do something if a lot of the stuff that he was accused of was happening, but I don't know. Human Touch, Rock and Roll Show, rocking into the 70s top hits and Glenn Jones. That is running. I don't know. I wish they would have some sort of resolution that would that would result in everybody coming to a consensus that this is really what happened. This is who was involved. Were they that young, Kelsey? Yeah, like you're getting pretty young when you get back to that. I know some of them were just under adult age too. Sam Jones, the Best of Culture Club. We have an aversion and rocking oldies. Yeah, that's what everybody's been saying, Pendejo, and the last couple of years is pretty much proving it. Thank you, T. Summer. I have no opinion whatsoever on that, Bishy. I haven't followed that at all. I none. Go West, Indian Summer, Geronimo soundtrack. That's part of the reason I wasn't following. Girls' School Nightmare at People Cross. I don't know what this is. They Might Be Giants, Apollo 18. And that is running. Yeah, it's choice. I got a rewards program. There's some coupons in the show notes. Thank you, Kelsey. Number 3. Can you run 4 again? Sure. There, it's running again. I won't have anything. Thank you, Kelsey. Kelsey, what time's your show? 2? Is that what it was? Grunt Truck, Push, New Order, Fine Time, Bruce Springsteen, Lucky Town, and another New Riders. And that one's running. Kelsey's selling tapes too, and I don't know how many she thinks she's got pre-listed, but she had quite a few when I looked. Thank you, Kelsey. Number 2. Hey, junkies. I have model bids. We're going to add one, Best of the Blues, and that's running. The office chair that I'm sitting in for these is a lot more comfortable than the bar stool that I sat in all day yesterday. Thanks. T-Sum, number 1. I may just figure a way to have my ephemera shed sitting down in a thing like this and say, screw it. You only want to bid $2 on 100-year-old Valentines. I'm just going to sit down the whole time. Blind Illusion, The Sane Asylum. Tony Bennett, Perfectly Frank. Ricky Lee Jones, Naked Songs. And Greatest Blues Legends. And that's running. And I do my best on here never to disparage, we'll say, other sellers. Thank you, Skaboom. So I won't comment too much on that cat fight because they were both other sellers. A bit. I had a big eye roll at that one. Sure, that's what everybody wanted. We're going to add flatliners and run it again. Parental advisory. So, choice of those. Thank you, Skaboom. Is it safe to assume nobody wants those ones? You just want to swap them out. I'm just going to swap them. Chuck Mangione, The Marvelettes, another Chuck Mangione, and Frank Motley. Dual trumpeter is double fist in it. That one's running. All right, I'm running low on cassettes of what I pulled out into my office for today. So I'm going to run a few more of these lots, and then I'll do some giveaways like I did yesterday for the buyers. So if there's anything you want me to run from the pre-listed stuff, let me know. Oh, I hope I can find something for you, Dawn. We'll see how it goes tonight. Thanks for stopping in, and have a good day of doing laundry. Nana Mouse Corey, Eddie Grant. The Time, What Time Is It? And Tumbleweed. And those are running. Yes, I'll be doing some sort of vinyl show tonight with LPs, not 45s, just LPs. I got to make a product and everything because they're going to be a different weight. Oh, there's that Puerto Rico one again, and another Milton Nascimento, Blues Legends, and Blues Rock Avalanche. That's running. Best of the Blues 3. These are all sealed. Fugees, Translator Crew, Blues Busters, and Executive Slacks, Fire and Ice. And those are running. And this has been Dayseeker playing all morning. If you liked the music and didn't know who it was, Ohio Nurse requested it. Thank you to some. And I'll add the Kingsman to it and run it again real quick. I think that's what everybody was bidding on. Oops. Roger McGuinn, back from Rio. The March Violet, Electric Shades. Monk Montgomery, It's Never Too Late. And, I don't know, Minta, Hot Madras. Those are running. Oh, yeah? Gotta admit, I don't really know who he is. Who said that? Junkie Cat. I think it was Pendeo said he was, oh dear God, I have dementia. Oh, he was friends in high school with one of the drummers, from the drummer from Aversion that I sold earlier. He was in the Bird. Oh, okay. I don't know. One of my friends in high school was Jesus Christ, or is Jesus Christ. I think he's incarcerated now because he was running around telling everybody that when he was beating on people. I don't know what anybody else did. I don't know. I haven't talked to hardly anybody since I was in school. Reggie Gaines, Jeremy Kidd, the Bells of Mons, some sort of, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's Bell Tower music, and Joe Jackson. It wasn't like a good Jesus thing. Like, he wasn't like giving people fish and bread and wine and healing their sores and stuff. He was like beating his wife, and allegedly, according to the police reports. All right. Do we have any pre-bids? Those are dusty. Did somebody say buy tumbleweed? No, nobody bought tumbleweed. We can find it. Uh, I can run it, or I can stick it in for the as a giveaway, and you can hope you win it. There aren't been that many buyers, so you have a pretty good chance. Yes, please run it. Is that what you're saying? Okay, that's running the tumbleweed. Give the gift of music. All right, thank you, Pendejo. All right, I got 3 giveaways loaded. They're buyer giveaways. I'll do some non-buyer giveaways if I get to the point where I'm selling enough of these to. It's just normal giveaways, they add up. I don't even want to know what I've spent in giveaways over the past year. I'm pretty much done with the rando giveaways. I haven't seen that it's really made a difference in getting new buyers. And I would rather people that actually buy something get something. T-Sum, I had a 12-hour long ephemera show yesterday, and at the end of it, you know how up in the corner, if you're on your PC, it tells you your estimated sales? My estimated sales are almost $500 higher than what I sold with all the rewards program points or whatever for discounts. Yeah, I don't like it's like on eBay. They show you what the your sales are. Well, that they add the shipping into it. And it's like, oh, cool, I sold X $1,000 worth of stuff, and then but they have every package has $10, $20 shipping on it that they add into it. Yeah, I've done so many giveaways, and it's just I don't see the people that just win a giveaway and haven't bought anything. Every once in a while, somebody will buy something because I think they get the combined shipping, but I don't see a lot of return buyers from the giveaways. Okay, those are your choices. Or if you can think of one that's not up there, here, I'll add this stack to it too. Those are, no, I won't because it can't fit the screen. So I'm going to pull this. Those are your choices. That's just what was left in the box. I didn't even start the giveaway. Why didn't it start? Yeah, it's running. All right, it's drawn. I'm going to draw these pretty quick. I'm going to do the other ones. Skaboom, congratulations. And I start another one. So you can pick one of those or pick something that was recent that I can grab from the recently put on the shelf. Skaboom's like, I don't want any of that crap. Everybody else is like, I don't even want to enter. It has a fancy red case. That's that one. And we'll draw the next one. Eugene Chadbourne. Is there more than one? Oh yeah, there's several. Pendejo, you can buy anything you want. He won? Who won that? What you got that one? Eugene Chadbourne, and down here, Country Music in the World of Islam and Eddie Chatterbox's Double Trio are the ones I see. Take the Chatterbox. Alrighty, and I'll run it again. Maybe you'll win again and you can pick the other one. Oh, you want the Country Music in Islam, not the Chatterbox. All right, you guys are all in. Somebody tell me where we're gonna raid to. After this giveaway. T-Sum wins. Pen, did you? Oh, you can't even see it. Oh, this thing. As the T-Hut's on, huh? Oh, that was one of those ones that was only I could see. The P-Funk All-Stars, this one. Who won that? T-Sum won that. Thank you, T-Sum. Pen, did you want the other Eugene Chadbourne that I stuffed way down there in the bottom for $4 before we go? All right, hold on just 1 second. All right, that one's running. Oh, scary vampire lady or guy, I guess. And Shaba. Or Shaba, I don't know. I can't pronounce any of these. Thank you, Pen. Which side was it? I must be blind. Oh, right there. That one's running. And I will be back at 7 o'clock, I think, with vinyl. And then I'll be back tomorrow in the morning with cassettes. And next week I'll schedule some shows that have some different times of cassettes. We'll go to 342. Thank you, Pendejo. And the Suburban Bitch will be selling, I don't know, 5 or 6 o'clock, something. She's got a show scheduled. Click on hers real quick. Give her a follow. Thank you, Bishy, for modding. We're going to raid 342, see what he's selling. Thanks, guys.